Listen up, beautiful people. I'm Brian Pond, and today we are taking a break from our usual live streams, and we are going to hop into a Reddit discussion about Divinity Original Sins 2. Reddit user Maleficent Physics 268 posted Executioner versus the Pawn. I see a lot of people in here talking about taking the Executioner talent on their two-handed and melee characters. I have a hard time believing that the amount of AP you get from it makes up for the free 1 AP every turn from the Pawn. I put Executioner on my Rangers and Wayfarers every time and get great use from it, but I can't imagine constantly losing AP on my melee dudes to reposition, or rather, it seems like until I get the Pawn talent on my characters, turns are just being wasted. I think it works on the range characters that can take that 2 AP without moving and shoot another character without moving. I want to hear from the Honor Mode Masochist. Are the real hardcore Honor Mode junkies using the Executioner or the Pawn? Well, I'm an Honor Mode junkie, so let's go ahead and answer. First, we'll start with explaining the talents for the uninitiated. First, the Pawn. The Pawn permits your character 1 AP worth of free movement per turn. The Executioner gives you 2 extra action points after dealing a killing blow once per turn. I believe OP is correct. The Pawn is better for many builds in DOS2 because it gives 1 AP worth of free movement on demand. That means you can use it at the start of fights when AP is most valuable because your enemies are still alive and they still have their armor protecting them. Moreover, it is especially valuable for rogues who need to position behind enemies or backstab criticals, warriors that need to adjust their positioning for AoE skills like Whirlwind, and elemental casters that need to position themselves on surfaces for elemental affinity. Elemental affinity lowers the action point costs of spells by 1 when standing in surfaces of the same element. Yeah, Executioner granting 2 extra AP on kill once per turn sounds great on paper, but in practice you are getting that AP after killing enemies. That means it's a dead talent for summoners and supports who do not get kills, and AoE builds like my Necro Assassin that kills most enemies simultaneously. It's also a dead talent in single target fights since getting 2 AP after battle is a waste. Even in multi-target fights, it's overrated because once enemies' armors are down and you have them CC'd, you have already won, which makes Executioner giving you more AP during that stage of the battle a win more talent. So with all that in mind, I recommend taking the Pawn over Executioner in most builds. That's my thoughts. Let me know what y'all think in the comments below, and I will be live tomorrow, so if y'all want to come join me and discuss that then, let me know. I'll be there. See y'all.